right? So that's a minor change of structure. It's not a major one. Why? Because this is our major swing low, right? That we'd like to see being violated before we become very much confident in our Okay, guys, so basically, as you can see, right? So this is episode 2 of GroundUp Breakdown. So hopefully you watched episode 1 so that you can actually get a gist of what is going on, what we were looking for. So basically, we knew that if price doesn't want to come all the way down here, then price is going to be attracted to this sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency. And as you can see, guys, it has been failed. It has been failed. So now let's basically just break down on how this happened. How did we able to know that this the Monday trade? How did we actually get the Monday trade? So as you know, I'm going to move all the way to the M15, right? So as you know, guys, we were simply looking for, let's go to Monday. There's Monday right there. There's Monday right there. So we were looking for this liquidity to be swept, right? We were looking for this liquidity to be swept. That's all we were looking for. That's all we were looking for. And why were we looking for that liquidity to be swept and not necessarily enter off a change of structure? It's because the change of structure has already happened. It has already happened because the price basically broke this low right here. And then it closed right down there. Okay, and then it closed right down there. So technically we already had a minute change of character. We already had a minute shock. So what we were looking for is for price to sweep this liquidity and enter into this small imbalance right here. This small imbalance right here, right? At least enter 50% of it, which it did, as you can see. Boom. So basically when I just checked the market, when the market opened at 12 a.m. I mean, when I checked the market, I saw that we had our entry criteria. So basically we were in from midnight technically, and the whole day was a very, very, very slow day, right? So others could easily enter off of this order block right here. And it literally gave 1, 2, 3 opportunities to enter. So right at the beginning of London, could have entered easily right here, which are stop loss 5 pips above here, and to take it down, which there are some people that actually got that entry right there, right? Take it down for 25 pips. So that's like a clean 1:5. And that happened on Tuesday morning. So what now happened after that is when we broke this liquidity over here, this sell side, the sell side liquidity, when we broke it, we came back within the range, right? So now if you can remember, and we go back to our H4, let's go back to our H4. If you can remember, look at what we have here. Now we have equal lows. Now we have equal lows, right? So there's liquidity that's engineered now down here. And let's not forget that we still have this buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance. So now when this happened, when this equal low happened, all we needed to look for was a change of character to the upside. That's all we needed to look for. right? And let's see how that transpired. All we needed to look for was a change of character to the upside. And as you can see, here's our change of character. Because now we know that we might be exhausted if we do get our change of character to the upside, and we did. We got our change of character over there, and once after we got our change of character, basically the market pulled back in to what? To this buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance, right? It pulled into this buy side inefficiency and sell side imbalance, and then from there, guess what we did? Entered off of that. Look at that beautiful rejection over there. Look at that beautiful rejection. And of course, what are we going to aim for? We're going to aim for these highs ultimately. Why? These Monday highs. Why is it these Monday highs? Because we clearly know that on the higher time frame, we are chasing this. We are chasing this sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency, right? And even on the H4, we know that there's liquidity resting above here, right? So there's liquidity resting above there. And with that said, we know that that's the first point that we know that price is just going to continue going to hit our sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency. So basically that's what we were looking for, and everything went as planned, basically, guys. And yeah, so with that said, let me just move into what you call next week's analysis real quick. It's actually going to be something very simple. Why? Because we already tapped into our sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency. So now what are we looking for from now, right? We're looking for a change of character to the downside. Let me just clear this. Let me clear everything here. Let me just clear object list. Let me clear everything there. Clean. So now what are we looking for? We're looking for, since we've tapped into our higher time frame sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency, which we got from this time frame, which is the daily, right? Since we have that, we are just basically going to look for a change of character, right? Change of character to the downside. And as you can see, let's move to our 30 minutes. A cleaner change of character would be if we can break this low right here. If we can break this low right here. But we already have a minor change of character, right? We already have a minor change of character. Why? Because price swept on the M15 time frame. Price swept this liquidity right here. It broke structure. It broke this structure right there. And it changed the structure right there. Right, so that's a minor change of structure. It's not a major one. Why? Because this is our major swing low, right, that we'd like to see being violated before we become very much confident in our change of structure. So as you can see, price left a little bit of clues. It left a little sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency right there, right? And it also left what? A nice order block. Nice demand supply zone, I mean, right there. Right? So we know that the price is most likely now to push up. As you can see, it couldn't violate this low. Pushed all the way up, so we have a minor chop to the upside. So there's high chances that the price is going to push up, tap into these areas before it pushes down. But if that doesn't happen, then we'd also love to see price break this low, and then we look for any form of imbalances that were here. So as we can see, we have this sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency right over there, and then tap into those zones right there and then push all the way down. right? So basically, why are we looking for that now? Because we already know that we have tapped into our higher time frame sell side imbalance and buy side inefficiency. And now it's easy to now target. Look at all of these imbalances right here. Look at this major one right here. And this is on the H4, by the way. Look at this major one right here. So there's quite a lot to target, right? There's quite a lot to target, right? And even on the M30 time frame, we can easily tell that this right here, this imbalance right here is going to be very strong, right? It's going to be very strong. Why? Because there's liquidity resting below it. There's liquidity right here above. So it's going to be very strong if we push all the way down, right? So yeah, guys, that's basically what we're looking for. That's basically what we're looking for the coming week. It's simply just that on AudUsd. Okay, yeah, so now I'd like to show you what we actually, the NFP trade. Just a quick breakdown to wrap up this video. Just want to show you that NFP trade. So just give me a second. Okay, so guys, what we did not take note of when we were analyzing the markets, right? So everything went well. So we are not necessarily 100% wrong. So as you can see, we had that break of structure right there. We had that liquidity right there. And yes, so as you can see, that in itself says we're still bearish. So we were anticipating for a chop to happen, right? For the NFP to create a change of character. That's what we were anticipating. But we shouldn't have anticipated that because clearly we were still very bullish, right? But that is not the point. The point is we had this liquidity right here as well. And we had this order block right there. Okay, clean. So that's how it was. We had this OP right there. So the whole analysis was done on the hourly time frame. And then we had this liquidity right here. So now what we ended up doing, what we ended up missing with all this is when we went to the M15 time frame, we missed that there was this buy side inefficiency and sell side imbalance because the analysis was done fairly quick. So we literally missed this. But after this liquidity was swept, let me just do this. After this liquidity was swept, we moved our entry to break even, basically, right? So we entered around about here. The market just dipped properly and it tapped into this liquidity and moved our entry to break even. So what technically we should have done is as soon as this market tapped into this zone, we were supposed to have our sells here. So we were going to move into like the 1 minute time frame, our buys, I mean. So we were going to move into the 1 minute time frame and actually just wait. As soon as price gets down here, we buy. And where were we going to have our stop loss? Our stop loss was going to be right below. So we buy around here when this FVG is 50% of it is filled. And then our stop loss was going to be like about 10 pips right below that candle. And our TP was going to be 50 pips, right? So you see, we would have hit it properly. Our 1:5, right? So that's what we missed. That's what we missed. But now, as you can see, even on this pair, it's also showing some bearish strength because it swept this buy side liquidity and came back within the range of this imbalance. And now this imbalance is going to basically create a little more resistance, right? So yes, guys, we shall see what happens. So yeah, with that said, guys, this is your man, Prof Zones, and Prof is not for Professor, but for profits. So yeah, hope you enjoyed episode 2 of GroundUp Breakdown, and I shall see you next week on the recaps.